All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Gonna do an audio check here in a minute. And getting set up with the cameras. Make sure they're all connected. There we go. All right, so for today's broadcast, there is not a there is not a clock that is visible from my vantage point. There's a tiny one right there on the scoreboard, scorekeeper's table for the scorekeeper's view, but I can't reliably see that, so I'm not going to be pointing a camera at it. So I will not have a running clock during the game. And in fact, the scoreboard that's on screen is the only scoreboard I'll have. I've got access to that same thing. I could see it as long as nobody's sitting and leaning forward, blocking my view. So the bottom of that shows that the score is 0-0 and there's 1 minute and 48 seconds left before tip-off.
Christian education for students in our area. All right, speaker.
All right, and I'm going to finish up my sound check, make sure we've got good audio going out to the live stream, so I'll be back in just a minute. Folks, looks like the audio is live. Players are taking the court. Starting lineup for the Knights. Led to rest number 42. Josh Venom 25. Lucas Burton number 33. Landon Gray number 3. And Ben Walker number 52. The buzzer is a little more friendly here. It's more of a horn than a tone than a loud buzz. This evening it's Lakeland Area Homeschools Rockets in black versus Pccs Knights in white. And Rockets get the tip off. Number 21 bringing the ball down to the right. Back up top to number 4 over to number 3 in the corner, and Josh Venom with the steal. During the pass, Landon Gray bringing it over, passed it to Josh Venom to get it across. Back over to Landon. Landon down to Rust on the far side. Rust inside to Burton. Burton no shot outside to Venom. Venom passing inside to Burton again, and Burton putting it up. Missed the shot, and Rockets get the rebound. And that was 2 points for the Rockets. Rust has the ball. Oops. I think I'm updating the wrong scoreboard. Give me just a second here. Burton with a steal. Slowed it up just a minute. All right, scoreboard is 2-2. She wanted score table. Let me get mine straight. It'll be just a minute. All right, scoreboard is set. Rockets bringing the ball down. Number 21, passing it inside, down to the baseline, 25, stolen by Benham. Benham handing it over to Gray. Gray back to Benham to bring it across. Benham down to Rust on the far sideline. Rust back up to Benham. Reverse to Gray. Gray passing it down to Burton on the far sideline. Burton cross court to Benham. Benham for three, and it's off the rim. Rockets with the rebound, passing to an open player, and they put it up, and it's good for two for the Rockets. And the score is 4-2. Benham bringing the ball down for the Knights. To Gray in the corner, passing inside to Walker. Walker putting it up and drawing a foul during the shot. Black 23 with a foul. Walker at the free throw line shooting for two. Second free throw is good. Score is 2-3. I'm sorry, 4-3. 4-3. Rockets leading by one. 21 passing across to 23 for a long two-point shot, no good. And Benham tips the ball to Rust for the rebound. Benham gets the ball and over to Gray. Rockets tried stealing the ball and it's out of bounds on 55. White ball. Benham bringing the ball into Gray. Gray bringing the ball down, giving it to Rust. Rust back to Gray in the corner, and the ball's out of bounds off Rockets number 4. Benham brings the ball into Burton. Burton up to Benham. Benham swinging around to the near side. He's up top, passes it to Gray. Gray back up high to Burton, and the Rockets saw that high pass and grabbed it, put it down court, and number 55 was too close to the basket and was out of bounds with the ball. But great effort, good strategy for the defenders there. Okay, Benham bringing the ball into Gray. Gray coming across, passing inside to Burton. Burton back up top to Gray. Gray to Rust. Back to Gray. Gray cross court to Burton. Burton over to Benham. Benham driving into the paint, passing it over to Rust. Rust up to Gray. Gray no shot, driving down to the baseline, puts it over to Walker. Walker up for two and good. And the Knights take the lead. It's 5-4. fast break after a steal, and going up for the shot. They stole the ball in the shot, and it's Rockets ball 21. Trying to bounce pass. Venom saw the pass and stole it. Gives the ball off to Gray to bring it back for the Knights. Gray back to Venom. Venom to Burton in the corner. Burton going for a three-pointer, and it's across the rim, and Russ can't get to it before it's out. Bringing the ball down for the Rockets over to far corner to the near side 55, going for a shot, drawn a foul during the shot. 55 is going to the free throw line, shooting for two. First free throw is good. Tie game, 5-all. Alden Gardner subbing in for Ledger Rust. Alden, number 10. Number 55, second free throw is good, and it is 6-5. Rockets leading by one. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Venom on the near side. Venom. Over to Gray in the corner. Gray driving along the baseline, putting the shot up, and it's good for two. 7-6. 21 bringing the ball down for the Rockets. Number 4 passing down to the corner, and that was number 2 with the two-pointer and drew a foul during the shot, so he's going to the free throw line for the end one. The foul was on Walker. Score is 8-7. Rockets leading by one again. Rust coming in for Walker. Free throw was no good, but 55 gets the rebound, and the Rockets bring it back out. And 4 passing it over to 2. Missed the shot, and Burton tried to get the rebound, tipped it out of bounds, so it's Rockets ball under their own basket. All right, Rockets bring away up top to 55, over to 4. 4 over to 23 on the near side. Down to 2 in the corner. 2 back up to 23, taking a 3, driving in a little bit, and jump shot, missed it. Got his own rebound, passing back out to 55, taking a 3, driving down to the paint, passes it over to 21 on the far side, gives it to, well, I can't see the numbers, that purple on black, it's really hard to see. All right, I think Burton stole the pass. Ball's at our end, and Burton puts it up for 2. It's good, and he draws a foul during the shot. Lucas Burton going to free throw line, shooting for the end one. Score is 9-8. Knights leading by 1. Burton's free throw is a miss, and the Rockets going to get possession. Rockets bringing the ball down. Number 4 is going to bring it across for the Rockets. He's down to 23 in the corner. Ball was tipped by Burton, and they passed it up top to 55, over to 2 on the far side. Jump pass over to 4, and it's back up to 55 up top. 55 driving between the defenders, puts it up for 2, and it's a good shot. Score is 10-9, and Gray bringing the ball down, gives it to Venom. Venom to Burton in the corner. Burton cross court to Rust, and Rust, no shot. He's going to put it inside to Gardner. Gardner out to Gray, faking the 3, driving in, putting it up, missed the shot, and Rockets get the rebound. Number 21 on that. He's driving down, putting up in a gentle layup for 2 points, and scores 12-9. There's the buzzer. That's the end of the first quarter. Good action here at Rolla, Missouri, being hosted. This is Rolla calls this their tri-game. I'm guessing this may be a tournament style. I'm not sure exactly how they're scoring, who comes out on top. Maybe it's total score. But I think there's 3 games for the boys, and then the girls will play right after that. I don't know if the girls are going to have 3 games or if they're doing a different number. But we'll stick around for the girls' games, and as long as the Wi-Fi holds, we should be live all day. If the Wi-Fi fails, we're running a second camera just in case, so we'll have recording that we could upload later. If that happens, we'll upload that tonight while everybody's sleeping, and it'll probably be available tomorrow. Immediately following this game should be the Knights versus Rolla Royals. And I think that'll be the last boys game. That should start at around 11. Maybe running a little late depending on how long this game goes. White ball. Venom brings the ball into Gray. Gray back to Venom on the far sideline. And he's driving in. Yep. No shot, puts it up to Gray again. Gray passing it to Burton. Burton over to Venom, going for 3, and nothing but net, folks. A beautiful 3-point shot for Josh Venom. And waiting for the scoreboard update on the screen here. The Rockets are bringing the ball across. So it's 12 all. There we go. And number 4 has the ball for the Rockets, putting it up to 21 up top. He's putting up a 3-point effort, and it's off the side of the rim. And ref says off White's leg. That's okay. Ref's got a much better vantage point than I do. Rockets bringing the ball in. And number 4's got it up top. Number 4 over to 21 on the near side. Bounce pass inside to 4, and he puts it up for 2, and it's good. So the Rockets take the lead again. It's 14-12. Gray bringing the ball down to Rust on the far side. Back to Gray, inside to Burton. Burton driving to the basket, and foul on the floor before the shot. Ref says 2 black on the foul. So possession stays with White, and Rockets are going to sub number 3 for number 2. Venom on the baseline, bringing the ball in for the Knights. Bounce pass over to Burton in the far corner. Burton inside to Gardner, and Gardner out to Venom for another 3-point effort, and close. All right, and the ball, ref says black. Up, 4-2 White with a foul there. That was on Rust, Ledger Rust, as the ball was going out of bounds, I believe. Number 4 bringing the ball down for the Rockets. And over to, that was a bounce pass to number 3 inside. He's wide open. So it's another 2 points for the Rockets. The score is 16-12. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Venom. Venom over to Burton in the corner. Burton putting up a 3-point swig for the Knights. Rockets bringing the ball back down. Scores 15-6. Rockets leading by 1. And passing it to 55 under the basket. Turns around, does a jump shot, puts in another 2. I said 15-6 earlier, I believe, but it's actually 15-16. Paying attention to the camera, not the score. But 55 makes a big break after a steal. Driving down, putting the shot up for 2. Missed it, but drew a foul. He's going to the free throw line shooting for 2. And the foul was on 2-5, Josh Venom. And, you know, the scoreboard says 14-18. So I'm guessing that maybe Lucas' 3-pointer didn't count for 3. But I'm going to reset my scoreboard to match up what's here in the venue. And they just made their first free throw, so it's Now 19 to 14. 55. Doing the second free throw, and it's good. So it's 20 to 14. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Venom on the far side. Inside to Burton. Over to Rust under the basket. Rust putting up two, missed it, and tipped outside. And 21 for the Rockets gets the ball on the rebound. And he's going to give it over to, well, it ends up in the corner with 55. Going for a three-point effort off the rim, no good. 23 with the rebound and goes for the shot. Travel before the shot. So Knights are going to get possession. Venom brings the ball into Gray. Gray's going to ease it across the line and over to Rust on the near side. Rust down to Burton for an immediate three-point effort. And Burton is on fire today, folks. Scoreboard in the venue here says 18 to 20. So we're going to match up with that. All right, and that was White 33. Rockets ball. All right, Rockets bringing it in and up to 23 up top. He's driving into the paint. Goes for the shot and Gray with a steal. And the Rockets end up trying to steal it back. Gray keeps it. He's making a fast break, going for the shot, and draws a foul during the shot. Good play. Black 4, body shot from behind. That's what the ref says. Venue scoreboard says 18 to 20, so mine still matches. Gray's first free throw was not in. Second free throw is good, so it's 19 to 20. Rockets, number 4, bringing the ball across. He's giving it over to 3 under the basket, and he put it up, missed it. Gardner with the rebound. Gives it over to Gray to bring it across. Gray down to Burton, and Burton no shot, puts it up to Venom. Venom bounce pass through to Gray. He's driving down to the paint, trying to put the shot up, and the ball is stolen away. 23 ends up with the ball for the Rockets, and pass it to 55 under the basket, and draws a foul. 55 going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. Score is 20 to 19. First shot, nothing but net, so that's a point for the Rockets. 21-19. Second shot, again, nothing but net. 22 to 19. Venom into Gray. Gray's going to slow it up, make sure everybody gets in place, and pass it inside to Burton. Burton going for the shot, drawing a foul. Burton going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. Ref says black 23 across the arm. Number 2 for the Rockets, queuing up to sub in. Number 30 for the Knights, Gideon Walker, queuing up to sub in. Burton's first free throw off the rim, no good. Subs are going in. Number 3 is going to sit down for the Rockets, and number 25, Venom, going to sit for the Knights. Take a brief break. Burton's free throw is good, nothing but net on that one. And I think the first attempt, maybe the Rockets stepped over the line, and so Burton's getting a third shot here. I was looking at the subs and missed the signal, but after that first shot, I saw the ref hold up 2 fingers saying Burton's going to get a third shot, get 2 shots. There goes his second free throw was a point, so 55 is bringing the ball across for the Rockets. The score is 22-21. Rockets leading by 1. And the Rockets put up a 3-point effort from the far corner. It's a miss. Ball on the floor. And ref says there was a push. Let's see. 3-0 White. Gideon Walker with a push. I didn't see it. I'm not arguing it, folks. I was looking somewhere else. But I believe the ref saw it, and we're going to go with that. And that's 5 fouls. So the Rockets get a bonus, I believe. Number 4 on the free throw line. Scoreboard in the venue does show 22-21, so ours on screen is correct. Number 4's first free throw was a miss. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Point for the Rockets. I don't think my scoreboard updated. We're trying that again. Okay. Gray down to Rust. Rust over to Gardner. Gardner's bumped, and the ball gets loose, and Rockets end up stealing it. And pass it over to 55. It's a two-pointer for the Rockets, and the score is now 25-21. Gray bringing the ball back down for the night. Over to Rust. Rust inside to Gardner. Gardner out to Gray, going for 3, and look at that, folks. A 3-point beautiful shot for Landon Gray. Oop, and I missed that. I didn't pan the camera down. Rockets went for 2 and missed it, and the ball's out of bounds on White. I think Gray may have been trying to save the ball and send it back in, but rolled out. He was on the floor. I'm not sure. I kind of missed that, so that's what I'm guessing at. Rockets bring the ball in. It's up top to number 2, and there's a whistle. On White 3, Landon Gray. I think that was a block. Number 2 going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. The score is 25-24 at the moment. Close game so far. And it looks like there is 2 minutes 32 seconds left in the half, I believe. First shot's a miss. I think it was a miss. Second shot was a miss. And the Rockets get the rebound. And the Knights end up stealing it. Gray bringing the ball across over to Rust in the near corner inside to Gardner, out to Burton. Burton swinging it around, gives it back to Gray, back to Oh, nope, down to Rust. And, intended bounce pass for Gray, but he was already past it. Number 55 ends up with it. Runs down, puts the shot up, and draws a foul during the shot. And the score is still 25. Score is still 25-24. That foul was on Ledger Rust, I believe 42. I think that's what the ref said. I was looking at the scoreboard in the venue trying to confirm that I'm right. 55's free throw is up. It's good. It's 26-24. Second free throw is up and good. 27-24. And Gray bringing the ball back across. Long pass down to Rust. Rust up top to Gray again. Gray over to Gardner up top. And over to Burton on the far side. No three-point shot. Over to Gardner in the far corner. He's going to, looking to give it to Gideon. Gideon got too much coverage. Passes it off to Burton. Burton drops it on the baseline, going for a shot. And draws a foul. I think that was blocking. Yep, ref says 5-5 black to the body. Burton down the free throw line, shooting for 2. First free throw is good. 27-25, 2-point lead for the Rockets at this time. Second free throw is, around the rim and back out. 23 with a rebound, straight over to 55. Making a fast break down to the basket, puts it outside to 4. 4 down to 21 in the corner, I believe. Missed the shot, up top to 4 again. Over to 23 on the near side, going for three, and it's over the basket, and 55. Turns around, brings the ball back in, and bounces it off of White to go out of bounds. So it's Rockets' ball. And they send it straight in, put it right up. Oh, almost in for two, but missed the shot. And Rockets end up with the ball. Back over to full on the near side, over to 23. 23 gets a pass, bounce back at him. Burton finally ends up with a rebound there on a missed shot. Gray bringing the ball back across and over to Burton. Burton driving down, taking advantage. And ref blew the whistle and 3-0 White with a charging, I think. Oh, I heard the refs over here to the right of the camera saying that he was pushing back. I didn't see it. I'm not arguing it. It probably happened. We'll probably see it on the camera. I just don't see everything, and I don't know the rules, and I don't know the signals real well, folks, so you'll never hear me question the refs or dispute their call because they've got a much better vantage point. All right, Rockets ball, and wow, that was three for number 55 on the Rockets, and the score is 30-25, 39 seconds left in the game. Waiting for my scoreboard update, there it is. All right, Burton. Over to Gray. Gray up top to Gardner. Gardner swinging it around to the far side, gives it to Rust. And Rust. Pass it to Gray. Gray inside, intended for Gideon, but 55 saw that coming. And pass to 21, going up for two. Gonna lay up for 22. That's 2 points for the Rockets. It's 32-25 as Gray comes back across the center court line. And oh, Rockets stealing the pass again. That's 21 on that steal. And putting the shot up. It's good for two. And the score as we go into halftime is 34-25. Rockets leading by 9. And they're setting a timer for, looks like a 6-minute halftime.
This podcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by us to see that we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area. All rights reserved.
I couldn't remember if we played the copyright at the beginning of the broadcast or not. I was trying to get the scoreboard set up, so we may have missed that. Alright folks, quick shout out to some of our sponsors at Pccs. And these are sponsors that normally contribute, donate to our annual auction fundraiser in March every year, coming up here in a couple of months. Donors from last year, KYOO, AMFM, Need More Vacations, Shell and Hammer Construction, Womack Monuments, Bill Robert Chevrolet, Edward Jones, Mid-Missouri Bank, Shelter Insurance, Craig Lehman, Agent, Stewart's Custom Designs, Wildman Plumbing, Douglas Honor Heidemann, PC, Etch Salon, First Baptist Church, Hogan Farms, Motor Monkeys, Oakstar Bank, Parton Real Estate, Pitts Chapel, Polk County Crop Services, State Farm Insurance, Brian Chastain, Agent, State Farm Insurance, Gianna Andrews, Agent, All Creatures Animal Clinic, Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Ready Mix, Creator Designs, Creator Delights, Garrettson Trash Service, and Hubbard Realty. And of course there are many other sponsors and contributors to PCCS and the auction, but not just the auction, throughout the year with various contributions, be it teachers or specials, coaching staff. For example, our athletic director there in the white hoodie with the team and the clipboard is Coach Chad Burton. He's the athletic director and the head coach for basketball, and he is assisted by
the school board, teachers, and all who have invested time, effort, finances, and prayer. We appreciate the opportunity opportunity to have a part in establishing a foundation in the lives of our students through Christian education.
Apologies for that, folks. That audio was queued up actually before I started going through the sponsors, the list of sponsors, and there's a Wi-Fi issue here that my audio controls are not working like they're supposed to, so I thought that just wasn't going to go. So anyway, Coach Burton is assisted by Coach Brian Gray in the black hat with a gray hoodie. Brian's working a iPad, and he's keeping play-by-play stats and scores on his iPad, which then feeds the Game Changer app. So if you have the Game Changer app on your Android or iPhone, you can look at the Game Changer app and you can subscribe to Polk County Christian School, search for PCCS on Game Changer, and then subscribe to the high school boys, high school girls, middle school boys, middle school girls teams as appropriate, or all of them if you want. Follow the game, score during the game if you can't watch the live stream, or if for some reason we're not live, he'll still be updating that score, even if we don't have enough Wi-Fi for a camera feed, and we have to upload it later. You can stay current on that. And then we, of course, have Coach Vanessa Gray in a gray sweatshirt or jacket at the score table with the glasses, looking this way right now. She's running stats for Polk County Christian School, and then Rolla is providing some volunteers to run the scoreboard and run stats for them, and then they've got an assistant helping out with them as well. And of course, their coaching staff, and then the referees here as well. And they've got some people running a concession stand over by the entrance. So appreciate all the volunteers and make events like this a success. And you are watching PCCS TV. As soon as this game is over, we're going to end this broadcast, and then we'll start another broadcast for the next game. All right, 1 minute from third quarter. So as soon as this broadcast is over, we'll end this broadcast. We'll start another broadcast for the next game, which will be PCCS versus Rolla Royals. Should be on third quarter. It says that now. Let's make sure I didn't hit it too many times. And it looks like I think it's going to be white. No? I thought black got the tip off. Sorry, I don't know how to reset the clock. Well, I could be wrong. I was pretty sure black had the tip-off at the start of the game, but we're going to go with this. Black's getting possession at third quarter. It looks like the score device is not super user-friendly. All right, they got it set. And Black bringing the ball in. They're going to the left now. 21's got the ball up top. He's going to swing around, take advantage of the screen, and there's a 5-5 Black with a charge. Folks, I didn't see it, but again, I can't stress enough. I don't know the rules, and I don't see everything as clearly as the rest do. This is just a hobby for me. All right, Knight's ball, Venom bringing the ball around to the near side to Gray. He's driving down to the baseline, taking advantage of the screen, puts it up for two. Good layup, and a good screen by Ben Walker. And the score is 34-27. Rockets have the ball on the near side, passing it inside into the paint, and there's a foul. Ref says 2-5 wide with a block, I think that is. Rockets ball out of their own basket. Ball's inside and off of Ledger Rust. Rockets ball on the sideline at the baseline. Number 4 is going to bring the ball in for the Rockets. Passing it up to 21. 21 cross court to 23, I think that is. And he puts it down to 4. 4 back up to 23. 23 over to 21. 21 going for a three-pointer. It's a miss and ball's out of bounds. 55 trying to save the ball from going out. Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Gray's bringing the ball across. Over to Rust on the far side. Rust back up to Venom. And Venom inside to Burton. Burton no shot, back out to Venom. Venom swinging it up top again. Driving down the far side, going for a three-point jump shot. It's off the rim and no good. And Rockets pass cross court to 23. And Gray there taking. Ooh. Ref says double dribble. Again, I didn't see it, but I'm sure the ref did, and I'm sure it's going to be there on the camera. Venom bringing the ball into 3. Gray bringing the ball across over to Venom on the near side. Venom's down in the corner, passing it inside to Gray. Gives it to Walker, and Walker going to put the shot up, drawing a foul. Walker's going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. That was on black 4, across the arm. Walker's first free throw is a miss. Score is 34 to 28. Nope, 27. They just fixed the scoreboard here in the venue. Okay, 34-27. Walker's second free throw is a miss. Venom tips it out, and Rockets end up grabbing it before it goes out of bounds. 55 bringing the ball down to 21 in the near corner, back up top to 4. He's driving down into the paint, puts it over to the far side to 23. Shot was no good. Walker with the rebound, pass it out to Burton. Burton giving it to Gray, slowing it up a little bit and letting everybody get into position. Gray cross court to Venom, and Venom inside to Burton. Burton back out to Venom, and Rockets trying to steal it. Walker with a block, or a screen. Oh.
White 52 offensive illegal screen.
Okay, ref says White 52 offensive illegal screen, and the score is still 34-27. Rockets bringing the ball down. Number 21 over to 4 up top, down to 55 in the corner. He's down inside the paint, got 3 defenders, and ends up putting up a shot, and it's good for 2. Score is 36-27. And Burton from the far corner with a 3-point effort. It was a miss. 21 ends up with the ball on a fast break, puts it up for 2. It's 38-27. Gray bringing the ball back down for the Knights. Gray over to Venom on the near side, inside to Walker, and there's a whistle. Black 2 across the arm, Brett says. So, Knights ball on the baseline. Venom bringing the ball in, gives it to Walker, and Walker putting it in for an easy, gentle layup. 2 points for the Knights. 38-29, and 23 has the ball, gives it 21 over to 2. 2 to 55 in the corner, back up top to 21. 21 bounce pass inside, gives it to 23. Shot was good. White with a shove, and Venom is coming out for a minute, take a breather as Gardner steps in. 23 on the line, and I think I missed updating my scoreboard. I didn't get that 2 points on for the Rockets, so there we go. That should be showing up. Missed the free throw, and ball's out of bounds off White. Score is currently 40-29. Rockets lead. 55 bringing the ball in to 21. 21 over to 23. 23 down to 4 in the corner for a 3-point effort, and
No good. It's over the basket, and Burton with a rebound. And Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Gardner. Gardner driving in, doing a jump shot. Close, but not quite. Russ with a rebound and gives it to Burton for a three-point effort. Off the rim, Gardner with another rebound. Back out to Burton. Burton over to Gray. Gray going for that three and missed it. Russ with another rebound. And back out to Burton. Burton gives the ball to Gray. Gray driving down into the paint. Going for a shot and drawing a foul. Gray's going to the free throw line, shooting for two. White two. Gray's first free throw is good. 40-30. Second free throw is good. Nope, sorry. Thought it was. 59 with a rebound on that missed free throw. I'm sorry, 55 with a rebound on the missed free throw. Driving all the way down to the paint. Going to put a shot up. Couldn't get the shot off before he ended up on the ground again, but drew a foul. Ref says 5-2 White. Ben Walker, all right, 55 bringing the ball in for the Rockets. Up to 23 up top. And, oh, he lost the dribble and Gardner picked it up. Gardner giving it to Gray. Gray bounce pass inside intended for Gardner, and there's a whistle. Two black. And looks like 5 fouls. Maybe we're going to bonus. Rockets got number 3 queued up to sub in. Yep, Gray going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. Gideon Walker queuing up to sub in for the Knights, number 30. I think when we had a couple of players on the floor over here during that last turnover at the far end of the court, maybe got some sweat on the court. The refs and some players are going to go over and make sure the floor is safe. All right, Ben Walker's going to take a breather, and Rockets number 2 is going to take a breather. I was looking at the cleanup on the other side of the floor, and I missed Walker's first, Gray's first free throw, and it must have been a miss, but the second one is in, and it is good, and I just put that on the wrong side of the scoreboard. All right, that change is forthcoming. Score is 40-31. 55's got the ball in the far corner, pass it inside the 4. He puts up a jump shot, and it's good for 2 for the Rockets. And Gray's bringing the ball back down. Gray over to Gardner. Gardner going for a 3-point jump shot, and it got tipped. Walker picks the ball up, turns around, puts up a shot, and it was tipped. Good effort, good awareness for Gideon Walker there. And refs are conversing about what happened. We'll see what the ruling is. White ball. All right, Gardner's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Gardner passing it over to Burton in the corner. And Burton driving along the baseline, putting the shot up. And, it's across the basket. Walker there with the rebound and going for the shot. Trying to do the putback and draws a foul. That's Gideon Walker, number 30. Foul on 5-5 black. Gideon Walker going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. First free throw's a miss. Second free throw straight in. Beautiful shot. All right, score is 42-32. 21 has the ball on the corner. Puts it up top to 4 again. Over to 23 on the far side. Back over to 21 on the near side. He's driving inside. Pass it out to 55. He's going to go around Gardner. Putting up a 2-pointer. from along the baseline. Gardner bringing the ball into Gray. Scores 44 to 32. Gray inside to Burton. Burton driving along the paint, and I think one of the Rockets stripped the ball. And fast break, bounce pass across court, and number 4 puts it up for 2 for the Rockets. Scores 46-32. Rust out to Gray. Gray inside to Burton. Burton over to Gardner on the near side. Gardner taking advantage of the screen, putting the shot up, missed it, and there's a whistle travel on the Rockets. I think that might be the first travel of this game. If not, it's one of the first 2 or 3. Gideon Walker taking a breather. Ben Walker's getting back in, number 52. And the the Knights bring the ball in, give it to Rust. Rust over to Gray in the corner. Gray, no shot. He drives in, puts up a jump shot from outside, and missed the shot. Rockets get the rebound. Number 4 over to 23 on the far wing. 23 down to 4 in the corner. 4 back up to 23 in the wing. 23 bringing it over to 21 to 55 in the near corner for a jump shot for 3. No good, and Walker with a rebound. Over to Rust, and Rust to Burton. Burton giving it to Gray to bring it across. Gray over to Rust. And Rust down to Gray. No three-point shot. Pass to Burton. Over to Gray. Inside to Rust. And Rust up to Burton. Burton driving down into the paint, putting it up for a layup, and a good shot. Rockets bringing the ball down. Number 4, long bounce pass. Passes it back to 4. Inside the paint, 23 follows the shot, and there's a beautiful steal from Landon Gray, and great effort. All right, Rockets making a fast break and a pass down court to an open player, missed the shot. Walker with a rebound. Gray's got the ball, and whistle, I think, on 23. We'll see what the ref says. 2-3 black to the body. All right. And looks like we're in bonus. We're going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. Landon Gray on the free throw. Score is 46-34 on the scoreboard here in the venue, so the screen is right. Landon's first free throw is good. 46-35. Second free throw is a miss, and 55 with a rebound. Passing it to number 4. Bounce pass to 23, but it's off on White, I believe. Let's see what the ref says. Yep, that's correct, off on White. Number 21 going to bring the ball in. Passing it up top to 23. Steps in for a 2-point jump shot, and it's good for 2. And Burton brings the ball into Gray. Gray's going to bring it across. Gray over to Gardner. Gardner back out to Gray. Inside to Walker. Gideon Walker's back in. Puts the shot up. Missed it. 23 with a rebound. And there's the end of the third quarter, folks. Score is 48-35 at the end of the third quarter. So there'll be a short break, and then we'll be taking a... Alright, sorry, I had a distraction there. So, we're going to take a short break. We're not going to actually stop the broadcast, just pausing the game for a minute. And we'll be back in fourth quarter action momentarily. As soon as this game's over, we're going to end this broadcast, take a brief intermission, then we'll start another broadcast for the next game. That'll be the high school boys versus Rolla high school boys. And then after that, that'll be the third game of the morning here at Rolla. The first game is Rolla versus the Rockets. And then after the third game, the high school boys, Knights versus Rolla, then we'll switch to girls games. And I'm not sure how many girls games we'll have. I know there's at least one. And I think we're doing the first one. We'll have to see what happens after that. All right, Knight's bringing the ball in on the sideline. Venom to Gray. Gray back down to Venom. And Venom with a bounce pass intended for Gray. And jump ball. Ball was on the floor and Gray landed on it, trying to save it. And it ended up being a jump ball. So Rockets ball. 55 brings it in 21. 21's bringing it across. Bounce pass. Number 3 is back in. And Walker staying behind him, grabs the ball. No foul there. Just a jump ball. Josh Venom bringing the ball in, gives it to Gray. Landon Gray bringing the ball back across and over to Rust on the far side. Rust over to Burton again. Burton driving into the paint. And there's a foul. And ref says block, I believe. 5-5. With a block, according to the ref. So it's white ball. Josh Venom on the baseline, bringing it in. And Venom going to send the ball up top to Rust. He's driving in, puts it over to Burton on the near side for 3. It's off, and the ball's out, maybe on White. I think it's off White. All right, 21 bringing the ball down for the Rockets. Over to 4 on the far side. Gives it 20. Well, Rockets put it up and missed a shot, and the Knights get the rebound. That was 21. I struggle so hard to see those numbers. They've got a nice white outline, but it's still hard to see. That white outline is just not quite big enough to make it really clear. Walker ends up with the ball, puts it up for 2 from under the basket. No good, but Lucas Burton there with a putback, good for 2. So the score is 48-37, I believe. Yep, 48-37. And 55 under the basket, going for a shot, and there's a foul. Rockets going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. It's White 5-2. It's number 55 on the free throw line, shooting for 2. And, oh, that's 5 fouls, they say. Yep, Ben Walker's going to step out. Alden Gardner coming in. Good showing for Ben, appreciate that. Ben Walker and Lucas Burton, 2 seniors on this team. We're going to miss them next year. All right, 55 on the free throw line, shooting for 2. First one's a miss, score is still 48-37. Second free throw is a miss, and Lucas Burton with a rebound on that. And there's a player on the floor, hope he's okay. Up, he's moving under his own power, looks like he's okay, he's still in the game. That was 23. All right, Venom over to Gray, Gray to Rust with a travel, and Rockets ball. 55 going to come out, take a breather for a bit. Rockets bringing the ball in. 21 gives the ball to number 4 to bring it down. Number 4 over to 2, back up to 4, over to 23. 23 down to 4 again. 4, jump shot from inside the arc, and it's good for 2. Score is 50 to 30. Well, that was a beautiful three-pointer for the Knights. So the score is 50 to 40. And ref says charging on Black 3. Venom's going to bring the ball in to Gray for the Knights. Gray's bringing it across. Over to Venom. Venom driving along the baseline, putting up a gentle jump shot. Almost in. Rockets making a fast break and miss their shot. Gardner with the rebound. Gardner's going to make a fast break. He's going to, Not sure what happened there. I think it might have hit a toe, but I'm not sure whose toe. All right, Rockets bringing the ball in. It was out on White, so it's Rockets' ball. 21 bringing the ball across for the Rockets. Passing the ball up top to 23. 23 back to 21. And a jump shot for three, and it is no good. Gardner with the rebound. And maybe a foul on two. Not sure. Yep. Two black. So, apparently we're no longer in bonus. Oh, hold on. Nope, I think we are in bonus. Yep, that was 5. Well, there's discussion about if that's 5 fouls or not. Landon bringing the ball across, over to Rust on the far side. Rust up to Burton. Burton to Venom on the near side. Venom going for 3. Look at that, folks. A swish for Josh Venom. Nothing but net. All right, Rockets bring the ball down. 55 is back in the game. And he's putting the ball up. And 23 swinging it over to the far side to 21. Back to 23. 23 over to 4. Going for a 3-point jump shot. And no good. Venom with a rebound. Venom over to Gray. Gray bringing the ball down. And there's a whistle. Oh, ref blows a whistle on the net. The net was messed up, so they had to pause the game and get that fixed. One of the players straightened that out, so it's white ball on the far sideline. Gray's got the ball in and bounce pass inside to Burton. Burton turning around with a jump shot and a beautiful shot for Burton. 2 points for the Knights. It's 50 to 45. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the game, folks. It's a tough game for the Knights, but they're still in it. 21 up in the corner. Driving down into the paint and turning around, putting a shot up, and it's a miss. And, well, 21 got the rebound, trying to pass it. Well, the Rockets keep it. 23's got it on the outside, gives it 21 across to 3, down to 4 in the near corner, cross court to 21, no shot. And he's moving up top, passing at 23. 23 back to 21, 21 to 3 again. 3 back up to 21. I think they're trying to bring the clock down. All right, over to number 4 with the reverse down to 55 in the far corner. He's thinking about a 3. Well, he's going to put it up to 23 up top. And Gray coming out to meet him. 21's got the ball back to 23. 23 back to 21. Well, we're down to 2 minutes, 11 seconds. That's obviously what they're trying to do. And Gardner ends up stealing the ball, gives it to Gray. Gray making that fast break. Now it's to Gardner, and the ball's out of bounds on the Rockets, I believe. We'll see what the ref says. Well, it looks like it's going to be white ball. It's 2 minutes, 2 seconds left. 5-minute lead for the Rockets. Ball's into Gray. Gray to Burton. Burton to Venom for 3. Missed the shot, but, well, Rockets end up with a rebound, making a fast break, putting the shot up, and it's good for 3. 7-point lead for the Rockets in a minute 45 seconds left. Gray down to Venom. Venom to Burton in the corner for 3 and close. Rockets number 3 with the rebound there. Passes it off to 4 to bring it down. forward with a long pass down to the corner. It's out of bounds. Knights ball. And a full timeout on the Knights. Coach Burton going to make some adjustments on Knights strategy for the last minute 31 seconds left in the game, folks. Exciting action. I wish it were a little closer for the Knights. But they could still do it. They've been hitting some three-pointers this game. But honestly, the Rockets have absolutely been playing hard. And that is showed by them dominating the scoreboard for most of the game. You see Rolla down there on the far baseline. They're queuing up for their next game. All right, white ball. On the far corner, Knights backcourt. Smart move there. Venom's going to let the ball roll down the court. Gray letting it get as far as he can before a defender comes out to meet him. Gray gives the ball to Burton. Burton over to Venom. Venom back to Gray. Gray over to Venom again. Venom swinging it up top. Looking to Burton. Burton passing it inside to Rust. Rust into Gardner. Gardner back outside to Burton. Burton driving around, passing it to Gray. He's open and didn't have a three-point shot. Gives it to Burton. He might have a shot. Burton driving into the paint and putting it up. I think he's trying to draw the foul. No foul. Long pass down court to an open player. And the Rockets put it up for another two. So it's suddenly a 9-point game. 9-point lead. Burton's got the ball in the corner and there's a whistle. I think on number 5-5, I believe. I think that's probably going to be 5 fouls. Yep, score table says 5 fouls. I didn't know it was 5 on one player. I thought it was 5 fouls total, so we'd be in bonus. But either way, I would think we'd be in bonus now, maybe not. There again, folks, I don't know the rules, so. All right, White bringing the ball in. Burton over to Gray. Gray to Venom inside. Venom going for two, missed it. Rockets number 3 with a rebound, and the ball's on the floor. 21 picking it up. They're going to slow it up, bring it out to 4. 30 seconds left in the game. 4 over to 50. I can't read that number, folks. On the far side, there's a whistle. See what the ref says. 3-3 White. That's on Burton. 24.2 seconds left in the game. And it's going to be Rockets ball on the far sideline. Rockets bringing it in to 23. 23 got some open room. He's passing it to 3 on the near corner. Puts it up top. Hold on. Here we go. All right. I just realized my headset was turned up, and so we probably had horrible audio for most of that game, and I apologize for that. Live on YouTube.
How you're doing? Accommodation.
Yeah. All right. Rockets, number 4, with the ball on the inbound. Gray, timeout on White. Gray was on the floor with the ball, and coach called a timeout before he rolled and ended up with a travel. 16.8 seconds left in the game. Score is still 54-45. You're watching PCCS TV. cheeky on that. So this one's supposed to work. If you lose Wi-Fi or anything, or this one fails or something, I'm going to back up. I'll put it online later.
All right, ball's in. Ledger Rust with a 2-point effort. Gardner got the rebound, puts it out to Burton for 3, and it's a miss. And Venom saves the ball, gives it over to Rust, and there's a foul. Looks like maybe the Knights are going to the free throw line shooting for 2. The score still 54-45, and there is 6 seconds left in regulation play. I think the Rockets have a second player coming out for 5 fouls. Number 1's going to step in for the Rockets. 6 seconds left. Ledger Rust on the free throw line shooting for 2. First free throw, nothing but net. It's a 9-point lead for the Rockets. Second free throw off the back of the rim, and Landon Gray with a rebound, puts a shot up, no good, but Venom gets a shot, goes for a putback, there's the buzzer, and that's the end of the game, folks. Regulation play, 54-46. Rockets on top. Thank you so much for tuning in to PCCS TV.
We'll be live for the rest of the day. I stop streaming between every game. I go take a quick break, but I'll start the next one. And so I'm with Polk Christians. Subscribe to PCCS, youtube.com/@PCCS. Get you to all of our streams. Volleyball and basketball both. Yep. All right, Ange. If you'll just guard this stuff, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Then I'm going to have you fill both water bottles. But I'll get them for you, okay? Royal, down here. Finch, we're down here. How those on? Yes.
That looks expensive. Yeah, it's my dad's stuff. Oh.
Oh. Last one. My dad's gonna rip 2 up. They are. Over there, probably. Hey, Gary, we got another one at home down here.
lids are?
Nope.
They're right outside that door, just left, before you go down the hall for the bathrooms, okay?
Okay.
Can you just fill both of these?
Yeah.
But do me a favor, don't take the lids off.
Yeah, I know.
Just open that, fill it through there with a water fountain, okay?
Got it.
All right.
Get that one open too. Oh.
Yeah, sure. There you go. Okay, I'll leave them both open. Okay,
Okay.
yes, he is. Okay, Angie, please don't interrupt during the game. Even if it's during, what?
I thought it was over. I
No.
thought this one me out.
Okay? Because I'm trying to talk and you're interrupting the broadcast because you're trying to ask me questions and I can't tell what you're asking, okay? So wait till the game's over and the players are shaking hands and then come right over. Okay? Thank you.